The literary event was packed. Soft lights illuminated the auditorium filled with eager readers, and the murmur of conversations mixed with the rustling of pages being flipped. On stage, Nathan Carter, the renowned author of intense, desire-laden romances, finished his lecture with a provocative smile. Among the attendees, Olivia watched him intently, absorbing every detail. The firm hands gripping the microphone, the deep, enticing voice that sent chills down her spine, and that gaze. God, that gaze was dangerous. When the book signing began, the line seemed endless. Olivia waited patiently, mentally rehearsing what she would say. But when her turn came, when she found those piercing blue eyes so close, all her words vanished. "And to whom should I dedicate this?" Nathan asked, his lips curving into a smile that sent a shiver straight through her. "Olivia." He raised an eyebrow, running his fingers over the book before signing it. "Olivia. I like that name. Did you enjoy the lecture?" "I enjoyed the way you talk about desire even more," she answered without thinking. Nathan paused, scrutinizing her with more attention. "It's a fascinating subject, don't you think?" She wetted her lips, noticing how his eyes followed the motion, especially when well explored. The silence between them thickened with intensity. The world around them disappeared, and for a moment, it felt like they were completely alone. "The event still has a few hours left," he murmured. "But there's a bar here in the hotel, and I'd love to discuss this topic further with you." Olivia's heart pounded. She knew exactly what that invitation meant. "I'd love to." The hotel bar was discreet, bathed in amber lights that created an intimate atmosphere. Sitting in a secluded corner, Nathan and Olivia shared a glass of wine as the conversation flowed naturally. "So, you really read my books?" he asked, tracing a finger along the rim of his glass. "I devour every word, especially the more intense parts." His smile turned slower, more dangerous. "And what exactly do you like about those parts?" Olivia held his gaze, deciding there was no room for shyness. "The way you describe desire. How touch is almost as important as words." Nathan leaned back slightly, studying her as if discovering a new, intriguing storyline. "I like to explore tension. The moment before the touch, when breathing quickens, and bodies are drawn together like magnets." His voice dropped lower, huskier. Olivia leaned in slightly, feeling the warmth of the wine and his presence. "Like now?" His eyes darkened, the electricity between them almost tangible. "Exactly like now." Olivia's breath caught as Nathan slowly ran his fingers over the back of her hand, tracing a slow, teasing path. "Can you feel that?" he asked. She nodded, words escaping her. "Come with me." And that was it. A simple command, and she followed without hesitation. The hotel room was elegant, but the only thing Olivia noticed was his presence the moment the door clicked shut. Nathan pulled her to him, their bodies colliding as if they had been craving this for years. The kiss was urgent, scorching, as if every word he had ever written was now being translated into action. His hands slid over her waist, pulling her closer, while his mouth devoured hers with hunger. "I've imagined doing this so many times," he murmured against her lips. Olivia let out a breathless laugh, her fingers threading into his hair. "I've imagined being your character for a night." Nathan's response was to strip her coat off in one swift motion, his lips following its path. With each touch, each ragged breath, the desire between them intensified. Clothes were discarded along the way to the bed, and when Nathan laid her down on the sheets, his darkened gaze devoured every inch of her. "Tonight I'm writing our story." The promise came just before the first kiss on her skin, before his hands explored, before moans were muffled by the pillows. The room filled with hushed whispers, with bodies moving in perfect harmony, as if they had been made for this moment.